Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today, recording this video from Egypt, and things are very hot out here, that's for sure. But today is a beautiful day for crypto. There's a lot that is happening right now, and so today, I think we have a very packed video. First of all, let's do a little overview of the crypto market since I didn't make any video yesterday. I'm seeing flow is going pretty trendy, and I believe that's honestly because Instagram took it up in some way, shape, or form. I think Instagram is doubling down on NFTs, and so they incorporated Flow and Coinbase wallet and a couple of other things, or at least they're starting to go into that route. I read something about it, but it's not really my cup of tea, so I'm not really too worried, or it's not really something I like to report on. It doesn't matter too much in my opinion. The crypto market right now is actually quite positive, 1.26% in the positives today. $1.1 trillion as a total market cap, Bitcoin plus 0.7%, Ethereum plus 2.5%, and XRP at plus 1.3%. Again, nothing too spectacular, nothing too crazy, neutral with a little positive bias. But let's start out with one of the craziest pieces that's circulating right now, and it's surely this right here. WazirX, one of the most well-known crypto exchanges over in India. There's a lot of crazy news about this exchange right now. Some are saying that, okay, they're being investigated, all their money is going to be taken away, they're not going to be able to pay people back and whatnot. There's a lot of FUD going around. Here it says the assets are, as of this point, untraceable. The Enforcement Directorate on Friday said that the crypto assets of WazirX were untraceable. Accusing it of not cooperating with the investigation, the officials issued orders to freeze bank accounts of the company, which had a balance of about Rs 64 crore. The investigation agency also searched the offices of some places which owns WazirX. But here's where things get interesting. So there was a lot of news recently that Binance had acquired them, or was in the process of acquiring them rather. Because look at this. India freezes crypto exchange WazirX bank assets. But Binance, who we all thought owned them, claims the acquisition of the exchange actually was never completed. And so the FUD against Binance has to go away because, well, they never actually bought them. It was just some speculation. However, WazirX themselves maintained that it was acquired by Binance, and that is very freaking confusing. You know, I'm not so sure exactly what to tell you. It was a couple years ago that they were supposedly acquired, and nobody said anything in the sense of, no, we didn't. But yeah, I mean, from WazirX's perspective, it's very profitable to say, no, we're part of Binance, you know, because people have that trust feeling and everything like that. And potentially Binance does not care enough because partially it's good for them to say, hey, we're expanding like crazy. And partially it's also a situation of, well, let's just roll with it until somebody asks about it. Because why would you say, oh, no, sorry, our deal didn't go through when nobody's asking you for it? Who cares, right? That your deal didn't go through. They most likely have a lot of these announcements of, hey, we're trying to acquire this and it doesn't go through. You know, usually you don't post about it. But here it says Binance does not own any equity in Nomad Labs, the entity operating WazirX and established by the original founders. So, yeah, it's a kind of crazy one. Also, it's hard from our side, and with our side, I mean, you know, you and I side, to see exactly through the charade here. It says here, this is the other side, right, from WazirX. WazirX was bought by Binance. Nomad Labs is an India entity owned by me and my co-founders. Nomad Labs has license from Binance to operate Indian rupee crypto pairs in WazirX. Binance operates crypto-to-crypto pairs, processes crypto withdrawals. So it's like, well, maybe there's just... Because a couple of other articles I saw were saying that the WazirX people are misusing Binance's status, words, whatnot. It's strange because CZ confirmed, right, responding to this. We could shut down WazirX, but we can't because it hurts users. He added that Binance does not have operational control, including user sign-up, KYC, trading, or initiating withdrawals and whatnot. But at the end of the day, guys, it's a difficult situation. I can't report to you guys exactly what is going to happen or what. But talking about that, you know, it really got me kind of hyped up in a negative way for the article I'm about to read. Who's afraid of Gary Gensler? Coinbase braces for a fight. Coinbase is in the SEC's crosshairs again, but unlike when it shuttered its Lend product almost a year ago, it can back down this time. And it's not the only article I have about this. SEC is also investigating Binance and all other US crypto exchanges, reported by Forbes just now. They're going for the whole swoop. They're going for every single thing. right now. And that's kind of making it so difficult in the sense that, well, you can read here and there about some exchanges doing it wrong. I mean, recently we had all this news of Voyager, for example, and I think I covered a lot of it, right? Regarding the situation with Voyager and all the other platforms that had their troubles. It's given the SEC some food for thought in the sense that, okay, there's a coin, that Voyager has. It did some crazy pump and dump, so to speak, because of some announcements regarding Voyager. But did that hurt investors in a unfair way? Were they now securities, for example? They can surely question that because of all the shenanigans that happened surrounding Voyager. Even though Voyager right now says they plan to reopen withdrawals next week because apparently the judge said they have enough money to pay back in some way, shape, or form. It says it plans to reopen withdrawals on August 11th with a limit of $100,000 per day. Voyager initially suspended withdrawals a little while ago on July 1st before filing for bankruptcy a couple of days later. And to me, it's also strange that that's already a month ago. Time really freaking flies. But let's continue on. So the SEC is investigating Binance and every U.S. crypto exchange, a Forbes report quoting an unnamed source from Senator Loomis has claimed. The SEC has been ramping up its efforts to regulate the digital asset space in the recent weeks specifically, including a probe on Coinbase for allegedly listing unregistered securities. The financial regulator faces a little battle, not a little one, with the CFTC as it attempts to establish itself as the crypto market's main U.S. regulator. Hey, you guys got to remember, the CFTC last week or a couple days ago said, hey, we're looking into crypto and taking it under our wing. And now Gary is like, oh no, we want to take it under our wing. So it's an interesting battle to watch as of this point. It's not all the way clear for Coinbase, though. There's so much going on. Take a look at this. The class action, because apparently they're facing another lawsuit. What is the exchange accused of this time? The class action seeks to recover damages incurred by investors who purchased Coinbase stock. So they're going after Coinbase stock now as well. Things are getting very, very strange for Coinbase. And I guess, it's the season for it right now. There's a lot of these disruptions because of Luna going down and things just kind of collapsing because of all of that. And in the wake, a lot of things are shaping up right now. I mean, I partially talked to you guys before already, and I'm going to cover this later, but I still want to show it to you, about it's being the season right now for all these hacks and just the security problem. But the security problem is, funny enough, two-sided. We're talking security in the sense of, a U.S. SEC security, and security as in safety security. Both of these are very big issues that are being looked into heavily right now in the U.S. specifically, but just in crypto. It's the phase for it. And yeah, I guess it just has to happen for things to move on. We need a certain determination of, hey, is it fine? Is it not fine? We know that some speculation is going around that it's all happening because all these CBDCs are coming up later. And so they want to look into all these different exchanges to see how they're operating, what they're doing exactly for CBDC, basically as like a little bit of information grabbing, so to speak. There's a lot of stuff to be said about it. It's kind of hard to say. At the end of the day, and this is also a really strange one, it's not as if crypto is sitting still. Coinbase and BlackRock cozy up on Bitcoin bandwagon. Things are progressing quite nicely. But we have all these freezes. We have all these uncertainties regarding safety because there's all these hacks and whatnot. Things are a strange situation. Some hacks are already getting better, but some are just starting. Regarding that, let me quickly see where I have it open right now. I have it open somewhere. Just give me like 5 seconds here to kind of scroll through. I have so many freaking articles open right now. Little side note, look at this one, by the way. U.S. conservative political organization makes the case against CBDCs, praises Bitcoin and private stablecoins. It's not too crazy that some entities in the U.S. want to investigate it to the core, because there's a lot of positivity surrounding it. Apparently, even the Google CEO is kind of bullish about it, but we'll talk about that later. But what I wanted to show you guys just now was this right here. Hackers returned $22 million to Nomad after the $190 million exploit. And actually, also, on the other side, they listened to my advice, I guess, of giving a 10% bounty. So $119 million was stolen. They're given a $19 million bounty for lost funds from the recent hack. As I said before, being a white hat hacker has to be very profitable. Otherwise, people just won't do it. If they can steal, let's say $150 million and you're giving them a $600,000 bounty, well, they're going to most likely try to get away with that, almost $200 million. Go try to get it back, But if you give them a $20 million bounty, I personally think the majority of people would choose $20 million in legal, just completely fine cash, which, deducting tax would still be a significant bunch, versus $200 million illegal money where you have to be really careful with everything and launder everything and such. at the end of the day, I'm not sure on the numbers on that, but I'm thinking if you have $200 million and you have to clean everything up, again, I have no reference point here, but I'm assuming it's going to be an 80% deduction or so before everything is clean. But I'm not sure on that. Point being, maybe even then with 190 million they'd have more, but all the effort, I think this is just the better approach because it's such a huge amount where you're like very tempted to be like, okay, you know what, I'm giving the money back. And they're going to have to suck up, the profit for a little while, sure, but it's worth it, I think, to get the money back, But yeah, that was it for the situation for right now. Next video is going to be very interesting. We have a couple of behemoths in the crypto space that have all let go of their opinions, some billionaires and a lot of very important, I guess, individuals that have said some stuff about crypto that I want to cover for you guys. So that's going to be in our next video. Having said that, guys, if you enjoyed this crypto video, know one thing. If you're not in my Telegram just quite yet, right now is your best time to join. There's a couple of crazy things I'm announcing in there, and we're doing trading updates every single day now. So make sure you join and check it out. Having said that also, as I said before, make sure you press the like button, and see you guys later in another crypto video. Later today on this channel. Peace.